Firstly, feelings after that result?
Really disappointed. We were confident going into today that the application would be certainly there, and just felt as though, early on we probably had an opportunity to score a bit, but they were probably more polished and able to execute a lot better throughout the day, and they certainly showed us up as the game wore on.
There was a sense during the week, particularly with things like Aaron's inclusion, that it had been built up as a bigger contest than maybe others throughout the year. Did you think that was a factor? Did that play on the performance at all today?
Given that it was a big game, or?
But given that it seemed the committee had acknowledged coming into it that it was a big game.
Look, to be frank, every game is enormous. It doesn't really matter what the stakes are, and yeah, sure, there was a bit on the end of what today happened, but it's a game of AFL footy, so the guys take every game absolutely seriously as the other, and I don't think that actually made any difference out there this afternoon. As I said, they were just more polished and able to execute a lot better with the ball than we did.
Was it an issue that you couldn't close down some of their midfielders and their ball use going through the middle?
Well, it was an issue that we got smashed in contested ball, especially in the first half. I'm not entirely sure what the numbers were around the stoppages and around in terms of contested ball, but yeah, it felt as though out there that we just lost that convincingly, and there's always a bit going around stoppages in terms of who's going to who, and trying to get the setups for both teams. So it's just a matter of trying to structure up as best as we can. With Aaron back in the side, going into the game, we're confident we'll be able to at least break even with their midfielders and make that a strength of ours to a certain extent. But certainly, as the game started and that first half wore on, that they certainly got on top of that, and then from there were able to execute better.
Why do you think you have fell away in some games in recent weeks in the stoppages, given outside of David Mundy you probably had most of you guys back in there today?
Yeah, look, it's something that we're constantly reviewing and analysing. It's not one particular element. I think a lot of our players who've gone through there are still finding their way in the game, and we are having to fill gaps a little bit by virtue of who's out there. But you're right, the personnel, regardless, we've said all year, regardless of who's out there, we need to play with an intensity and an attitude that gets the results, especially around the foot in the contested ball. And it is a shame that particularly today and in recent weeks it's been poor.
Physically, what sort of toll has it taken on you playing such a lengthy role in the midfield this year?
Oh, look, yeah, it's a pretty solid gig, but I understand my role, and I'll keep tracking on. That's how it is. Whatever the coaches ask me to do, and wherever that role is in the team, certainly happy to play that. Yeah, it is a tough gig and it does take its toll, but that's how it is. So keep trucking on.
I just wanted to get your thoughts on two guys, Michael Barlow again today, and also Peter Fox on debut. How did you think they went?
Look, I thought Peter was terrific. Playing on a couple of their dangerous small forwards or medium forwards, and to hold his own, or I certainly thought he held his own in most contests, and rebounded at times with some flair. So it bodes well for the future, and it's terrific to have him in there. And Michael's building his game. He's still taking some time to get used to his body and how it's travelling, and certainly an understanding about the AFL intensity and the running. But he's someone who always finds the football, and it's nice to have him building.
Having his support must feel as though it's taken a little bit of weight off your shoulders.
Oh yeah. Look, it's great to have him back. I think all of Fremantle and Perth were waiting for him to get back into the side, and as I said, he always finds the footy. It's a matter of him, continually develop in the way we structure up and the way we play. But it is great to have him back in the side and playing to the level that I think most people probably thought above where he might be at this stage.
3 weeks left. Can you turn it around from where you are?
Of course we can. Yeah. I'm always glass half full, and I think from this point on we got to take some risks. We've got to have a crack. It's an opportunity to play an AFL game of footy against 3 quality opposition sides, and we still a chance. So why not sort of let the shackles off and have a go?
I mean, statistically, while you're still in the hunt for finals, you'll be pursuing that chance.
Oh, absolutely, yeah. Yeah, I mean, where there's hope, there's desire. So and a chance. So we'll be there. Don't worry.
Just want to ask you one last question. David Mundy, he looked like he trained really well on Friday. Do you expect he'll be back next week? And what would he add to the side in the last 3 weeks?
I genuinely thought he was a chance for today, but they held him back for various reasons. Not knowing the intricate details of where he is at, I would say he's a strong chance of playing. Saw him train throughout the week, running really strongly. Doing some change of direction stuff and all the things that you would assume would lead into playing this week. So they're not going to take a risk with someone like that, but we are going to have to roll the dice at some stage.
Because, I mean, if you get him out on the park, that's probably your best side for the year coming into next week. Is that fair to say?
Oh, probably, yeah. I'm just trying to think. It's been a tumultuous year in terms of injuries and having guys in and out. Yeah, I guess there is that element of potentially having our best side run out there on Saturday night against the Kangaroos, but we'll see how we recover from this game first, and then we'll make that call later in the week.